Hi everybody, it's Steph here. Evening Skies Reflections. I just want to do an introduction and read a little bit from this book, The 13 Original Clan Mothers by Jamie Sams. I got this book in 1998 when I lived in Canada. And I had the honor to speak with her a couple times on the phone. She was going to come and do a class, a workshop to make our own original clan mothers shields. Teach us how to do it. And this is on her book. It says, it's your sacred path to discovering the gifts, talents, and abilities of the feminine through the ancient teachings of the sisterhood. So, anyways, I got this book. It's very old. I know I should order a new one because this one is very old, but I hold it dear to my heart because for the simple fact that these teachings helped me. They kind of guided me back then, and some of the stuff that I uncovered through ceremonies and sweats and fasting and stuff with the women of the Mi'kmaq tribe and the men ceremonies. It was a life-altering change for me for them 5 years that I was over there. And so anyways, she was going to come and do a workshop, but she ended up not being able to make it because of a family emergency. But I got to talk to her, and beautiful, beautiful soul, beautiful soul. Anyways, I want to read a little bit of an introduction to her book, and before I start doing readings on these clan mothers, because I don't know why I was pushed 3 or 4 times, clearly pushed to go out to the shed and dig through the containers and look for this particular book. I guess it wanted to be shared with you guys. So, I'm going to read what she wrote. This is Note to Readers. In Native American culture, we see everything as being alive. Each living thing has a specific role as a teacher and a family member. Everything on earth, whether stone, tree, creature, cloud, sun, moon, or human being, is one of our relatives. It says that they are sacred living extensions of the great mystery, the creator, whatever you want to call it, who were placed here to help humankind evolve spiritually. We do, however, see the eternal flame of love that the great mystery placed in all of creation, and we honor that spiritual essence. The Thunder Chief is capitalized. I can't pronounce it. I don't want to chop it up how she's got it written in her language. Is capitalized because of his role in bringing life-giving waters, without which we could not survive. Grandfather Sun and Grandmother Moon are capitalized because we see them as living beings. The great mystery gave them their mission of dividing day from night, bringing light and warmth to our world, as well as pulling the tides of our oceans. In all cases, words that are capitalized are given respect because of the sacred missions they carry and the extension of the great mystery's love that they represent. We teach that all life matters, and we honor the medicines of all life forms as sacred extensions of the great mystery's loving plan. And then this is a picture of her medicine wheel, how she broke it down to months to make it easier for us to understand and read. She goes down and talks about how in history women's medicine was kind of like pushed down, pushed aside to a point, or lost. Actually, it wasn't written down, it was just lost in time, is what she said. And she realized she needed to learn women's medicine, so this is when she went on this journey. She has found great joy in being able to receive the history which would otherwise be lost, and to share our women's legacy with the world, as it was then and shall be until we change ourselves from within. The legacy of women and the Earth Mothers is at risk, and that's still true today. Our female and male roles in humankind stem from the 13 original clan mothers who emerged as aspects of the Earth Mother and the Grandmother Moon, because all things are born of the feminine. And then she goes on. I'm skipping through it because I can't possibly sit here and read the whole book, but then she goes on and says that the clan mothers have taught her the beauty in her sisters and brothers of all races and creeds. They comforted her when she was weary or in pain, and have taught her how to heal herself. Now, however, it is necessary for all women to know the legacy they have been given in order to heal themselves before they reclaim their roles of healing and nurturing others. In this manner, the wounded feminine aspect in women will no longer need to be hostile, angry, separatist orientated, or manipulative in order to cover old pain. From this vantage point, women can then represent the healed role models they From this vantage point, women can present the healed role models they represent, leading others through example instead of through conquest and competitions, allowing our world to reclaim a new point of balance between male and female. All of the children of the earth. These teachings belong to all the children of the earth, she says. And then she goes on to talk about blending in traditions. Sometimes the blending of the truths bring further clarity of all different aspects of life, traditions of all cultures, and so on and so forth. And then she goes on and talks about the Seneca teachings and the medicine wheel, which a lot of tribes have the same beliefs, but some are just slightly different stories, coming from the storytellers. She says the medicine wheel of the 13 clan mothers, because of the difference between moon cycles and the calendar months used in our modern world, I have referred to the moon cycle falling in a certain month, as well as recognize moon cycles fall in more than one month. but I have chosen to adapt the simplest way of conveying each clan mother's essence to our present way of thinking. I prefer that those who follow the lunar calendar look to those cycles and dates for the correct moon cycle that each clan mother holds. The shell of the turtle shows us the Earth Mother gave us the first lunar calendar. The circle framed in the center of the shell has 13 parts and is representative of the 13 original clan mothers and their guardianship of the 13 lunar cycles. I have a turtle right here. And also, my teachings from the Megama was Turtle Island. They call Earth Turtle Island. Guardianship of the 13 lunar cycles. The sacred turtle is embodied by the Earth Mother, and as turtle shell protects her body, the 13 clan mothers and their lunar cycles depicted on her shell protect the mother planet and all living things. It is through connecting to these rhythms and cycles that this story cannot be considered a traditional legend particularly to one tribe, but I can assure you that it is a woman's medicine gathered from all of the places the remembering was held by grandmother wisdom keepers. And then she goes on and talks more about her vision quest and what she got from it. She also said on the shields that I'll be showing for each clan mother, they're her shields. They represent her visions, what she made them. And she says the three feathers that are on the shield also represent the balance of our male and female sides, with the center feather holding the great mystery's love. And she goes on to talk some more, and then there's so much in this book. I can't even begin to tell you how to contact the 13 original clan mothers is in here too, in the back, and there's just so much. And then her conclusions, she said the sisterhood grows strong when every woman sees every other woman as an equal part of whole. There is no room for a pecking order in a circle of women. Life, unity, equality for eternity is the foundation for the harmonious circle. Every woman is asked to do her part by developing her gifts, talents, abilities. Each woman is acknowledged for the work she contributes. And that's she's going off of the gathering of the women. You know how they went in the black lodges, or if you've not heard of that, they had lodges, just like we had women's sweats, and we had mixed sweats with the women and men. But it's something that, like, when you're in a group of women all the time, if you've ever noticed that your moon time, your bleeding time, will all, like, say 5 women live in the same house, they all have their monthly at the same time because they're connected. That's part of her teaching too as well. It's a rite of passage, you know what I mean? And then she goes on to say, she's not leaving the men out of this either. She talks about how the men are represented too as well in here. I just can't find it. I had it outlined. I can't find it now. But she does talk about how, there's I'm looking. She wrote, each individual is responsible for seeing her or his own hurt and for finding a way to heal it without making other person responsible for that pain. That really hit me. This is the way of the feminine nurturing principle, going within, finding the problem, and remedying it through nurturing the self. It's crazy. I mean, really, if you relate to any of this, you should just get the book, because there's so much in here. And this doesn't exclude men, because we're all born with masculine, feminine, and knowledge is wisdom. You know what I mean? So, I am just like you. I'm human. I have my setbacks. I have my moments. I have everything you have. I am just like you. I am not better or lower. You know, I am where I'm supposed to be at this moment, in the here and the now, right now. So I just wanted to share some of her stuff, what she said in here, and I'm going to start the videos, and I hope that I hope this sharing her teachings from these grandmothers, that it somehow opens something up inside of you, I guess I want to say. And I'm on the same journey you're on. It's just a different version. You know what I mean? We're all on a journey. We're all here together, but we all have our separate ways of learning and dealing, and you know what I mean. No one's, better than the other. We all need to be lifting each other up, male or female, and love, the eternal flame. She talks a lot about that. Love. We're born into this world with love in our heart. We're taught, she said, we're taught. I forgot what she said. It was very nice what she said about the eternal flame. Oh, I already read it to you. Yeah. She said, in tribal traditions, we do not worship trees or rocks. We do, however, see the eternal flame of love. But I can't see where she wrote that we were all born. Anyways, we were all born with the eternal flame. And life kind of dims it out. You know what I mean? Or it's pulled out, it's blocked or whatever. But that's what I just wanted to come on here and say. I just recently, I don't know if I said this, I'm so in the zone right now. She recently passed in 2020. Very sad about that, because I really wanted to hear new teachings that she has and stuff, but it is what it is. Maybe she's the one that made me get this book out. I don't know. But I do know, I can tell you without a doubt, that I believe these teachings wholeheartedly. I don't take them lightly. So when I'm doing a reading on one of these clan mothers, I do not take it lightly. I am literally zoned in and literally believe what I'm feeling, seeing, hearing, tasting, sensing, and I hope you guys can feel that. I hope you can feel the energy. And like I said, I'm not telling you anything. I'm just sharing with you part of my journey, and this was part of my journey. So with that, I am gonna let you go and get started and do what I need to do to connect, and I will talk with you guys later. Please be kind to one another, especially yourself. I love you guys.